to another edition of Mr. Walker's Podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. This is going to be an episode that is going to upset some people, but I believe it is time to have the discussion with your friends, with yourself, but I'm getting right into it. No time wasted. There's other things going on in the world, but this is a conversation that I feel like men need to have with one another, their friends, and even with themselves, asking themselves certain questions. So let's get right into it. I know everyone has noticed that I'm doing the show by myself. And without no cap, as the young boys would say, there's some things that need to be said about that particular situation. And it's a lot of things between men, certain conversations that need to be had between men, friendship wise. So let me just give you people a backstory on who I am and the morals and principles I stand on as an adult man, even as a young boy. If you are my friend, you will be held in high regards in certain circles. And that's because of the respect that I give to people, and people that know me know certain things about me, what I come from, what I'm doing now. So the people that I bring around me, it's automatically, it's okay to assume that the people that you see me with stand on certain principles and have morals and conduct themselves in a manner that isn't embarrassing, or they conduct themselves with some sort of, integrity and things of that nature. So, and I've always been like that. I hold myself, especially when I got older, I hold myself accountable for things that I've done to people when I was younger, and things that I've done to people as I became an adult. And that is an issue I believe some men, or just people in general, don't allow themselves to think that way, and they don't see themselves. They don't take the blame for anything that might have went wrong. They don't see their fault in a situation or a friendship that ended. So, when I was younger, I'm not gonna get into names and people and different neighborhoods that I frequent, but I was the friend that I had a group of friends that was skilled in street shit, but that's what we did. We were a family. We're still a family, and we was with whatever anybody ever wanted to do. And if that consisted of violence, we were great at that. So, but I had another group of friends that I used to be in the streets with, actually getting money. We wasn't getting money together, I wouldn't say that, but we were hustling on the same stoop in front of the same, abandoned crib. One is a snitch now. One is dead. One has grown up and escaped the shackles. And then it's me. I escaped all of it. No jail record for drug dealing, possession of controlled substance or a pistol or anything. I feel like I escaped that world, unscathed, record still intact. People that know me know, like I've been locked up for doing like overnights, like fist fights that I got the best of people and they wound up pressing charges on me. But all the other things growing up as a young man that we went through or that we were doing, I did successfully. You know, not to sound ignorant, but all of that street shit, all of it, not skipping over any part of it, except I never had to join a gang. I never seen the reason to join a gang. But and I think that's why the gangbangers respected me. But I said all that to say this. It comes a point in time when you have to grow up and take responsibility, especially with the friends that you acquire, you know, through your travels growing up. So with that being said, I feel like at this age, my friendship cost. It cost, not necessarily money, but all the other things, you know, time, effort, shit. Sometimes advice, or a bunch of, not necessarily cash though. And in my particular situation, it got to the point to where you start to get tired. I'm constantly pulling people up. I'm not saying I'm fucking Jesus. I'm not saying that. But I know what type of friend I am to my friends. Growing up, I got people's jewelry back. I gave money, protection, a peace of mind, all in fucked up neighborhoods, all in the worst neighborhoods you could possibly be in. Because at the end of the day, if that's what we were doing, I'm all in. And I accept whatever comes with the consequences of me pulling this thing from my waistband or being on the stoop selling drugs a million miles per hour. I accept all of what comes with this because there are consequences. And I was lucky enough to have OGs that watched over me and that kind of navigated me through the street shit. And here I am today, being able to talk about it. And with that being said, I cannot hold anybody accountable or even look at somebody with the side eye because they don't stand on certain principles. And when I say that, meaning like, if you're not a street guy, if you never involved yourself in it, I don't expect you to not tell. I don't expect you to. And me and you can be friends. I can be friends with a regular 9-to-5 civilian, you know, person that didn't involve themselves in any of the nonsense, right? Because one, now at this age, I'm past it. But my conversation doesn't consist of the bullshit. For me, a friendship, I gotta be able to get something from you, and I gotta be able to give something, right? If I can't get anything from you, what the fuck is the point of being friends? I'm gonna say that again. If I cannot get anything from you, and I don't mean material things, if I can't get advice, I can't get your ear, I can't get anything from you that's gonna add value or help me through my dark times, or just period, not materialistic things, what is the point of us being friends? And that's where I am now in my life. People that hold value, I'm cherishing those people. I'm keeping them close. You understand what I'm saying? The people that don't hold value, when they decide to leave the circle, I won't ask them why. I won't. It's no need to. My friend, one of my friends, he tells me that I'm great at drawing the line in the sand. And I am, to a certain degree. I can draw the line in the sand. But it's still a part of me that wants to kick your ass before exiting. It is. And it's just me, it's the male thing I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Too much testosterone. You know what I'm saying? Too much of that. I cannot continue to protect people. I can't continue to loan money. You understand? People that really know me know I'm straight up and down. There's no sugarcoating, no fronting with me. I'm not in the street talking about how much of a tough guy I am. I don't have to. Because I'm comfortable with who I am today. Let's talk about business. Let's talk about moving forward. Now, I'm talking about 80% of the conversation. Is that 70% of the conversation? It's gonna be some, BS conversation in between. You just need that to feed your brain. For me, when I had those conversations, it's at the end of it, it's always like, damn, look how far I've come. It's never like, well, let me pick this Smith & Wesson back up and go down the street and get that chain from the dude that just purchased it. With those bad diamonds, I could probably get half of what he paid for when I put this pistol in his face. That's not the case. You understand what I'm saying? So those ignorant parts of the conversation is very much needed because, like I said, it just reminds me of what I came from and where I am now. I think every friendship should have some sort of value attached to it. I do. If not, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I shouldn't feel like I'm more of a friend to you than you are to me. If I gotta start questioning that, then we don't need to be fucking friends. I'm sorry. If you wanna, what I realized as well, if you wanna see who really got genuine love for you, you start a business. You start a business. I was on a live today and somebody praised me for, my guy from ATL, he praised me for, he gave me my props on the podcast. He said he enjoyed it. And it meant so much to me because y'all think I just sit in front of this camera and talk. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. I see why people don't get past 1 or 2 episodes. This is the 50th show. The 50th episode. And look, I'm in front of this motherfucker by myself. Because again, I'm betting on myself. I know the work I gotta put in. I value every second of the day. I work my ass off. I shoot it, I edit it, everything. Eventually, I will get a team in here and I could delegate the work. But until then, day in and day out. I'm a content creator. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody that's gonna be by my side, my co-host, anybody that wanna fuck with me on this journey, gotta work just as hard as I do and and see the vision. Once I paint the picture, you don't even gotta actually see the vision. You see the work that I'm putting in, and you riding the wave. We all know that women relationships are based on emotions, when guys relationships are based more on activity. What you doing? Something physical, basketball work, putting a car together, painting, doing some shit in the house. That can actually start a new relationship with a guy. The shit that you may be doing that he always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? When women relationships are it's fueled by taking care of the children, or this guy ain't shit, he cheated on me, and the other woman that she's telling it to feeling her pain because she's probably been cheated on. You know what I'm saying? I can't surround myself with people that don't stand for something. You have to stand for something, bro. Have some sort of morals, principles. Let me tell you a quick story. I was friends with someone that became like a brother to me. He's from the next town over from where I live. My town, his town, never got along. When people seen him up in my town, at first, they wasn't jacking it. They wasn't feeling it. But because he was connected to me, he never got a hand put on him when he was around me. But it's people from his neighborhood, or a person from his neighborhood in my neighborhood, when he came around, and would always try to get at him. But because of me, they wouldn't touch him. And the kid that was trying to get at him keeps a tool, if you understand what I mean, on his waist. So he would always try to rob him, or always ask if he could do it. And I will always deny it. No, that's not gonna happen. Now, I always told my friend, like, yo, what's up with you and this person? Because he has a thing for you. Like, he wants to do bodily harm to you. Like, what happened? What's going on? You gotta fill me in, because I'm protecting you, right? I'm standing in front of the BS. You gotta tell me what's going on. So he informed me that this dude is just a bug out. He's a nut. And he also told me that the dude actually robbed him in their neighborhood. So I said, listen, on my watch, while you're on my time, none of that's gonna happen. I can't stand for it. But let me tell you this. If he catch you in your neighborhood, I have no control over you get caught slipping in your neighborhood. Because that's a neighborhood thing where y'all live. That's what goes on in your neighborhood. In our neighborhood, we don't rob one another. It's some sort of structure. You know what I'm saying? Or the reason that people don't rob one another, because the town isn't that big. And if you rob me, I know where you live. I know where you go and get your hair cut. I know where you go and do your laundry. I know your mother go to church. I know that your dad goes and gets a bagel and coffee from his famous bagel spot every Sunday. I know he picks up flowers. I'm just giving detail. But that's where I'm at with mine, if it ever came to that. So anyway, this friend violated by my before I even go into that, my family used to call him family. He was family. He could walk in my family's barbecue, go straight to the table, to the grill, and make a plate. He could walk in some of my family members' houses, go in the refrigerator, like my mom's. This dude that called himself my brother, cause you motherfuckers out there nowadays are using that term so loosely. Me and my brother would never do the shit that y'all do to one another. and y'all use the word bro. Yo, that's my bro. This motherfucker violated by hooking up with one of my cousins. That's like, my family's tight. Now, if you supposed to be my brother, even if she throwing the cooch at you, you better constantly block that shit. You should never not put up your guard. You family though, right? You the bro though, right? So, when things like that, well, with that situation, I don't have any control over my people's vagina. But you being my bro, you're supposed to know better. As much as I might want or wanted one of my friend's sister, one of my friends that's like my brother's sister, I would have never went at it. And I expect my friend that call herself my brother to share those same morals and stand on the same square. Has some sort of principles. And when you show me different, that type of situation, we got to do something physical as men on the front lawn. Nobody has to be there. But I can't even say after the fact I feel better about it. But that calls for instant punishment. Brothers fight. Right? We bros, right? If y'all knew the people that actually helped raise me, you would understand. I have a part of every one of these stand-up men in me without even trying. Because my pops wasn't around, I was raised, and my mom's always working, I was raised in a house with stand-up men. Even until today, with families, owning the homes they live in, then they retire from their jobs, or not retired and still running and gunning, getting to the money. 9 to 5 working men. It's too many to motherfucking name. These were people that were actually in the house with me growing up, right before teenage years. These men are real men. I'm big on standing on your square. Big on it. When it comes to a relationship nowadays, it has to add some sort of value. We have to have some sort of connection. We have to have some sort of connection. Something. I'm not with meaningless friendships anymore. Sometimes you outgrow people. And even if we are side by side and it might appear to people that I have more than you, I'm the friend that could put you on. If it's something that I'm doing that you want to do and I can help you, I will gladly help you. You understand what I'm saying? If you down bad, no bread, no money, and I got it, I'm not saying that I'm going to be tricking on you week to week. And in a particular case, that's what I was. I was damn near, this person was damn near my bitch. But if I got it and you trying to get to where I am, I could definitely put you on. Yo, go over here and do this, that, and the third. This will get you this money. I'm going to make the phone call so when you get over there, you could be ready. or they'll be ready, and you could go and do what you need to do. That's gonna land you a couple dollars. Then let me make this phone call over there. I know these people up in the office. They could get you a job there. It's only this amount of money, but I got a second gig for you. They only want 3 days out your week, and it's to earn you this. So it'll put you in the bracket of making what I feel like people at our age should be making on a week-to-week basis, on a yearly basis. I can help you. That's what type of friend I am. From everything. It's people nowadays that been around me. They wanted a bid. I told them how to get a bid. This shit is crazy, but yeah, I don't look at it like any type of way. Oh, you want a bid? I could show you how to get one. I got a bald head. I could show you how to shave if you don't know how to shave. And I don't look at it like, oh, this nigga. I'm not him. I'm not him. And the person I want to give the information to, I don't want them to be the type of person that's like, oh, this nigga think he. If you feel that way about me, why the fuck are you asking? Why are you asking about the cologne that I'm wearing? Why are you asking about the sneaker connect? Why are you asking about a job? If you hating on me on the low, right? Why are you asking me the things that I acquired from hustle or whatever, right? Or just my appearance on how to go about looking this way, feeling this way, dressing this way, getting the money that way. If you hate on me so much. And that's the type of friend you don't want. You want a motherfucker to be able to big you up when you're not even around. And it doesn't have to be, son he on that nigga dick. Nah, bro. That man is doing what he need to do, while the rest of you motherfuckers aren't. And because he's my friend, I'm trying to get on his level. It's not me sucking my man dick. I'm giving him his props like we all should. Like we all should. My cousin, Agard, throws a softball game every year. A barbecue every year. This thing has been going on for damn near 20 years. Damn near 20 years. This man hustle and bustle for this shit year to year. I'm not gonna lie. 60%, 50% of the town is draped in his bandit wear shit. His bandit wear clothing. And I see some people repping the brand. But it's always a motherfucker in the crew that shit on the brand. That shit on him. And if you meet him, he's the most humblest dude ever. It's always a motherfucker, oh, you should do this, you should do that. Well, motherfucker, you didn't invest. I'm speaking from an experience. I don't know necessarily if that's true or not, if I hit it on the head to a T, but that goes back to what I was saying. If you want to know who your friends are, you start a business. Start a business. Be a content creator and see how many of your real friends repost anything that you fucking put out. Even if they laughed at it. See, if you laughed at it, you could repost it. Unless you are a female and you're married, and I would understand that. But if you're not married and you laughed at it, or I asked a question and you answered it, you could repost it. Why not? When the shit gets to the next level, I'm more than sure that you will be asking for tickets or even come to a show. And will it be wrong of me to feel some type of way and not even acknowledge you as a person? When everybody can contribute. Whether it just be word of mouth, buying something, sending a donation, reposting, taking a picture in a shirt of mine, that's contributing. You don't have to do it all the time. But just to say that you've done it means the world to people that have businesses. And you calling yourself my friend. Friendships do expire. Certain friendships. Let me say that. Those friendships that are built on something that is materialistic, those have expiration dates. Friendships that are not genuine, they have expiration dates. And you could outgrow someone. That's very common. But I'm gonna end this with this. Friends should support one another, and they should value their friendships with this particular person or this group of people. And it's okay to champion your man on. This podcasting, this shit ain't easy. To get in front of this camera and talk the shit that I'm talking is not easy. I'm telling you, if you do not believe me, you just look, or I'm sure one of you know somebody that tried to start a podcast and that shit did not get past the first episode or two. This shit is not easy. So continue to show genuine love to a real friend by doing whatever you possibly can to help them. With nothing attached, just because you might admire the way he doing things because you probably wanted to do it and couldn't find or muster up the energy, the money, the time, the courage to do so. You understand what I'm saying? And to people that you know aren't your friends, it is fucking time to cut those motherfuckers off. It's dead weight. It's dead weight. To where you trying to go, you can't continue to reach back and help a motherfucker that don't want to be helped. It's exhausting. It's extra weight. Cut the fucking fat. With that being said, we are going to close out the show. I hope everyone has gotten something from this. And we're going to close out the show like we normally do. We rolling, bitches.